So after Boruto episode 207, we finally got introduced to Boroshiki, where Momoshiki took control over Boruto's body, ascending Boruto into this godly-like form. This form was a shock as it was a trigger of Boruto running out of chakra in his battle against Boro, alongside the rest of Team 7. After Sarada used Chidori to destroy Boro's core, Boro's body started to mutate due to his regeneration not being able to function without the core. This caused Boro to rampage at an even stronger power, wiping out the entirety of Team 7. First Mitsuki, then Kawaki, Sarada after, and finally Boruto, where Boro began to pound Boruto from the top. After about 15 or so punches from Boro, Boruto seemed to be missing and was found in the sky. This is where we finally meet Boroshiki for the very first time. So for today's video, I'm going to be explaining to you on just what and who Boroshiki is. But before we begin, if you're new around here, help your boy out by hitting that subscribe button to get future content like this. So yeah, let's get straight to it. In Boruto episode 65, we know that Boruto was able to kill off Momoshiki. As a result of Momoshiki's death, Momoshiki transplanted a karma seal onto Boruto's body and told Boruto that his blue eyes will take everything away from him, prophesizing that Boruto will eventually lose it all, since Momoshiki has the ability to see the future. With this karma seal given from Momoshiki, Boruto is able to access an insane boost in speed and power on top of his base power. In his base form, Boruto already is very strong, rivaling and taking down Jonin level opponents and even battling Otsutsuki level threats such as Momoshiki and Urishiki, so this add-on boost in power only makes Boruto become even stronger. Well, Boruto becomes even stronger than that with this Boroshiki form. Momoshiki eventually took over Boruto's body in this fight against Boro after running out of chakra, and this transcended Boruto's body to jump exponentially compared to his regular karma form. In this Boroshiki form, Boruto grows a horn over his left eye, with his left eye turning into a Byakugan due to Momoshiki taking control over Boruto's body. When he speaks, both Boruto and Momoshiki talk at the same time, talking through Momoshiki's consciousness, as when Boroshiki speaks, he calls Boro an inferior creature, something that Momoshiki called Naruto during their fight back in episode 65. When it comes to Boroshiki's power, his speed and strength are insane, as basic kicks were enough to destroy Boro's limbs. Boroshiki was fast enough to kick Boro repeatedly through the air and send him flying with his kicks. He then absorbed some of Naruto's chakra after realizing that Boruto had almost no chakra left. This is where he utilizes Boruto's Rasengan and destroys Boro in the process due to how big the Rasengan was, since it was amped by some of Naruto's chakra, and from Momoshiki's ability, which is the ability to send chakra-based attacks back at almost tenfold. Seeing Boroshiki for the very first time felt like a phenomenon, since it was such a crazy transformation that happened unexpectedly. But when we see Boroshiki again in the story after the fight against Ishiki Otsutsuki, we finally get some more context on what he is. In the fight against Ishiki, Boruto gets his arm broken and loses consciousness, which allowed Momoshiki to take control over Boruto's body, and this is where Boroshiki catches Sasuke off guard and stabs his Rinnegan in the process. It was crazy as this negated Sasuke from using his Rinnegan and his space-time ninjutsu, which was a part of Boroshiki's plan. This is where Boroshiki began to battle both Kawaki and Sasuke, as we discovered that just like Ishiki, Momoshiki wants to harvest a chakra fruit from the Ten Tails, but by feeding Kawaki instead of Boruto, which was part of Ishiki's plan. In this battle, Momoshiki utilizes Boruto's arsenal against Kawaki and Sasuke, using kunai, shuriken, shadow konjutsu, and Rasengans. However, against Sasuke, Boroshiki became unsteady as he wasn't absorbing Sasuke's attacks as usual, since we know that the karma allows the user to absorb chakra-based attacks. This is because the control over Boruto's body works conversely, where if Boruto loses enough chakra, Momoshiki takes over. If Momoshiki absorbs and takes in too much chakra while in control over Boruto's body, Boruto wakes up from consciousness and takes back control over his body. We saw this when Kawaki uses a fire-style jutsu on himself, sort of in a suicidal attack, forcing Boroshiki to absorb the chakra, which allowed Boruto to wake up, taking back control over his body. I would like to say that Boroshiki isn't too strong, as even though he did destroy Boro with basic kicks, he still struggled against Sasuke, who just lost his Rinnegan, was running low on chakra, and had only one eternal Mangekyo Sharingan at the time. Boroshiki even states that if he were to fight Sasuke head on, he would be harmed greatly or even possibly die against him. Now, he does catch Sasuke off guard when he uses the Vanishing Rasengan, which we do know that the karma users get amped, so this Vanishing Rasengan was amped beyond that, since Boruto was in his second second stage of Karma, and I know damn well that Vanishing Rasengan hurt like a bitch. Boruto at this point in the story is at about 80% Otsukification due to the extraction of his Karma Seal, so Borushiki is at about 80% full power of base Momoshiki in terms of power. I'd imagine in the future that Borushiki only becomes even stronger since we've only seen 2 battles from him, and the Karma extraction is going to progress as we get further into the story. Since we're getting villains introduced that are beyond Naruto and Sasuke's power levels, it's only up from here with Borushiki, meaning he's only going to get stronger from here on out since Momoshiki has access to Boruto's abilities, which are growing ever so rapidly, and we know just how skillful Boruto is as a fighter. But that's all we know about Borushiki so far in the series, as he's only made 2 appearances so far in the Boruto manga. This form might develop over time, maybe with 2 horns this time as Boruto's karma extracts further onto his body. To be honest with you, when it comes to Borushiki's form, it's going to get even more powerful. At this point, we're heading toward the end of part 1, going into the time skip. It isn't even up to the levels of the likes of Naruto and Sasuke, not even the likes of Jigen or Ishiki, but once Momoshiki gets a hold of Boruto's body, especially once Boruto gets stronger, that is going to be one dangerous dude. I'm going to say it right now, even though Momoshiki isn't insanely strong like Ishiki or Jigen was, he still is going to get even stronger considering that Boruto is going to get even more powerful from the jutsus that he's going to learn. We know in the future, Teen Boruto knows Kenjutsu, he has access to the Jogan, so imagine Momoshiki taking control over Boruto's body and having access to those abilities. That's going to be insanely powerful, and I'm not going to lie, Momoshiki is going to become a very dangerous character in the future. I don't see him coming back because if he does come back, he'd have to resurrect through Boruto's body and Boruto would have to die in the process, but I do see Momoshiki gaining more power as he lives through Boruto's body, and eventually once we do see Borushiki again, he's going to be even more powerful because he's going to have more access to Boruto's abilities. So let me know what you think about this in the comment section below. Tell me, how strong do you think Borushiki is going to become, because right now he is pretty powerful, but he isn't a top tier powerhouse like the likes of Jigen or Ishiki or even someone like Prime Naruto, Prime Sasuke with the Nine Tails and Rinnegan. But let me know, how strong do you think Borushiki is going to become, and also do you think Teen Boruto is still going to have Momoshiki in the future? I've seen some theories where people are saying that Momoshiki and Boruto might team up in the future in order to fight these other powerhouses such as Kawaki if he were to ever go evil. Let me know how you feel about that, and let me know what you think about Momoshiki. Do you think he's going to get even more powerful now that Boruto is getting stronger? Let me know what you think about all that in the comment section below. So if you like this video, hit that like button, subscribe, hit the bell as well, and have a good day. Peace.